Welcome, everyone. My name's Tom. My partner is Stacy. She's not here today. And our wine that we're doing today is Flora Springs Merlot. When Stacy and I got together, we met and talked a little bit and found out that she had actually been to the winery, and she'd actually met and actually become friends with John Comus. John Comus is the owner and proprietor of Flora Springs Merlot. So we thought maybe if we could get some insight what he thinks about his winery, what he thinks we should know. So she called him up, asked him a few questions, and here's a couple of things that he told us about his winery. First of all, he wanted us to know it's a family-owned and run operation. It's now in its third generation, and he thinks of themselves as forward-thinking and progressive. The winery was purchased in 1977 by his father and his mother, Flora, who it's named after, his mother, Flora. The Springs part comes from the springs that run through the actual winery. Their first vintage was produced in 1979, and the winemaker was Mary Ann Graff. Have any of you heard of Mary Ann Graff? So I said they're progressive thinkers. Mary Ann Graff was the first female winemaker in Northern California, and she was also the first winemaker, or the first graduate from UC Davis's viticulture and enology program. So kind of cool. So along with that, they've kept that progressive thinking. Since then, 90% of their winery and their wines are organic and sustainable. They have over 1,000 feet of linear caves on the premises, so that's where they age the wine, that's where they bottle it, and then they've actually in the last couple of years put up 6,500 square feet of solar panels. So they're making wine with solar power. John Combs, he wanted to just tell us one other little funny story. It's called the wild boar story. Have any of you heard of the wild boar? Well, it's one of their vineyards. It's a single vineyard that they have. When he purchased this vineyard, his buddy was hanging out with them, and they looked up on the hill and they saw this wild boar, and his friend said, "Hey, what do you think about having a wild boar roast tonight?" John says, "That sounds awesome." Buddy goes down to his car, picks up his rifle, boom, takes care of the boar, brings it down to the kitchen. About 10 minutes after that, John's new neighbor comes running up the hill. He's like, "John, what just happened up here?" He's like, "I just heard a gunshot and somebody shot my pig." So John replaced the pig, and as kind of an homage, he named the vineyard after the wild boar. One other thing, like I said, they're progressive and forward-thinking. They're about to do a new ad campaign, and John asked Stacy, he said, "Hey, would you like to see one of our new ads?" Stacy says, "Cool." So we're going to take a look at their new ad that's going to be coming out.